All right, YouTube, good morning. Beautiful Sunday morning. Lovely Sunday morning. And of course, I believe that once again today is going to be a beautiful day. When I go through my messages this morning, that is from Telegram, YouTube, I must mention that the amount of positive messages, the amount of positive feedback that is lining up inside my DMs, inside my comment section, is really encouraging. Over 100 plus messages that are positive, different messages crafted with love, passion, and understanding that indeed, must better, you are changing lives. It is my pleasure, and of course, I must mention it is a humbling, cool feeling to see that my predictions, my strategies are making so many people winners, and because of that, you are able to love football betting. That is the goal. That is the goal, right? So if you're watching me for the very first time, you're probably wondering, who is this guy? I am the Must Better, and I want you to subscribe to Real Must Better on YouTube. Football predictions and betting tips for today. Welcome to the Real Must Better channel. As you subscribe, ensure that you're liking the video, and of course, I want you to go ahead and watch the latest betting strategy video that I posted. Best two prediction sites in the year 2025, in the year 2026. There is a link in the pinned comment section. There is a link in the video description. There is a link in the pinned YouTube comment section. Go ahead, watch the video, and believe me, you will be in a position to cash out. You will be in a position to make some positive returns betting on football. Again, I must mention that I'm working on the next betting strategy video because I do believe that the last 3 months of the year should be completely filled with back-to-back winnings. That is October, November, December. And this is going to be one that is going to change your life. It's going to wow you because it's a simple one. It's going to be very simple, but only for those who are serious enough to win. Yesterday, I dropped a betting strategy video in regards to SofaScore, right? A total of 32 odds were shared, 12 matches. We had 11 out of 12 matches winning. An indication that the strategy is working. Unless, of course, you love losing, and you love complaining, and you love yapping, and you love waffling, and you love making noise on social media. The good thing is that you won't be able to make such creepy noises around here, right? So you either go watch the video or you continue making noises. There is always a solution in sports betting to your problems. The only reason you're not winning is because you refuse to listen, and of course, you have an ego that forces you to believe that you know everything. Let me remind you, if you knew everything, you wouldn't be watching me this very Sunday morning. But because you are in a position whereby you are losing back to back, struggling to make money, and of course you do not know when your next winning bet is going to come, you need to follow simple instructions, right? And that is why each strategy video I create, each betting tips video I create, I explicitly mentions the positives and the negatives. At the same time, I ensure it's as easy to understand as reciting A, B, Z, right? So listen and listen and listen carefully. This Sunday, we have 4 bet slips in this first video, and I really hope that you're going to find them interesting. Barcelona versus Real Sociedad is the first game in our first bet slip. The odd is 1.374. Nice versus Paris from France Ligue 1. The prediction is nice win or draw. The odd is 1.285. Our next game is the following match. Union Berlin versus Hamburger. The prediction is Union Berlin win or draw. 3 matches, 2.3777 odds. I really think these 3 games should be in a position to win easily. That is why I am mentioning it as the first bet slip. In our second bet slip, we have 7 odds, 6 matches. Ukraine Premier League, Lviv versus Shakhtar Donetsk. Shakhtar to win the game, the odd is 1.30. Rizespor versus Kasim Pasa. Rizespor win the game, the odd is 1. Rizespor win or draw, the odd is 1.30. Our next game is gonna be Halmstad versus Hammarby. Prediction is Hammarby win the game, the odd is 1.60. Then of course we have Mura versus Olimpija. Over 1.5 goals is the prediction. FCSB versus Otelul Galati. FCSB win the game. Braga playing Nacional Madeira. Braga win the game. The odd is 1.44. 6 matches, 7 odds. Right? In our third bet slip YouTube, we have the following games. 3 matches, 2.6669 odds. Another beautiful selection, another beautiful bet slip that I look at, and I want to believe that it stands a chance to win today. Roma, Verona, Roma win the game. Athens, Volos, Athens win the game. And of course, the last game is Besiktas playing Kosa El Ispu. Kosa El Ispu from Turkey Superliga. Besiktas to win the game. The odd is 1.441. At this very point, YouTube, I must remind you of the importance of subscribing to Must Beta YouTube channel. As you're watching this video, it is important that you click the like button of the video. Subscribe to Must Beta YouTube channel. And of course, if you're watching for the very first time, after watching the video, go invite your 2 friends who are losing back to back and continue crying to you each and every other single day that, hey Peter, hey Mary, I am losing back to back. Yesterday, because of Manchester United, I wasn't able to win. Because of Chelsea, I wasn't able to win. Let them come to Must Beta YouTube channel, all right? This is where you will be winning. Believe me, right? Believe me. Believe me. So it is now time to get into our last bet slip, which has 2.5 odds, all right? 4 matches. 2.25 odds, 4 matches. There are 4 matches, all right? Before I read the games out, I'm going to remind you that, remember that you are the one who is in need. You are the one who is in a position that is desperate. You are the one who is struggling to make money betting on football, right? If I were you, or if I were my 16, 17, 18-year-old self watching this video, and I find a guy known as Must Beta telling me to do simple things, I will do them without questioning, right? Stop questioning, stop asking so many questions, and stop thinking that you know anything, yet you know nothing, right? That is the reality. The last game, the last bet slip, we have 4 matches. Levadia versus Talina Kalev, over 2.5 goals. The odd is 1.28. Fram versus Valur. Valur win or draw. The odd is 1.30. Utrecht versus Herenveen. Over 1.5 goals from Netherlands. Livingstone versus Rangers. Scotland Premier League. Right? Over 1.5 goals. The odd is 1.158. Total of 4 games, giving us 2.256 odds. Once again, I must mention that the last bet slip I've just shared with you is beautiful, is wonderful, and has higher chances of winning today. By the order of the Must Beta, right? That being said, YouTube, we've come to the end of today's betting tips video. All the 4 bet slips have been shared, right? At this very point, what remains is you, my brother, is you, my sister, right? Pray for us, those of you who are going to church. Pray that we may be blessed with winnings, right? To those of you who are not going to go to church, view these as your gospel. View these as the Holy Creed that you will be receiving this Sunday. That being said, YouTube, Remember, I'm rooting for you. I hope you get to win. But join us inside our Telegram channel if you haven't. There is a link in the pinned comment section YouTube. There is a link in the video description YouTube. At the same time, do not forget that you should go ahead and watch the best 2 prediction sites in 2025, in 2026 that are proven to work. There is a link in the video description. There is a link in the pinned comment section. I wish you the very best, and I hope that today, when I share you further predictions later in the day, you will be able to cash out. Remember, they're just predictions. Nothing is 100% guaranteed, all right? Nothing is 100% fixed, all right? So before you go ahead and stake everything, before you go ahead and... I saw a comment yesterday, somebody's telling me, Must Beta, I just sold my land. Really, bro? You need to go cancel that deal, get your land back, because before you know it, you might be homeless, right? In fact, let me read the name. There is a guy who decided to sell his land yesterday. There is a guy who decided to sell his land yesterday. Where is he? Franklin Mumanyi, I have sold my piece of land. Kindly send me tomorrow's predictions. That cannot be accepted, right? That is bad, and I do not advocate for anyone to sell their pieces of land, right? Do not sell your piece of land so that you can bet on my games, right? You should bet on my games, make more money so that you buy more pieces of land, not vice versa, right? Okay, join us inside Telegram. There's a link in the pinned comment section, and as always, YouTube. From my humble abode, I'm rooting that you get to win today. Until next time, love you, YouTube. Bye-bye.